Sounds good. Okay. So going back to that analogy of being in control of your thoughts, you can't be in control of what comes to you, but you can choose what you do with those thoughts. And if you're stuck in a reel of feeding yourself a story, I need you to write down how you can change that. What can you implement? What can you start repeating when that pops in, right? So that you can stop that negative reel. Okay, last couple of things. I did mention a few times that when you lead with joy and you have more joy, that everything else follows, right? Joy is the fuel for your desires to becoming true, right? Showing up with joy and passion and excitement is contagious, and people are going to be drawn to that, and people are going to want to be doing those things as well. And so, how can you show up and help people do more of the same? I know a lot of you have been here for a while, and maybe you've been stuck at ranks in the same ranks for a while, and you're questioning whether this is for you, and whether you can even do this. I'm here to share with you that you can. If you've been stuck, there's a way to get unstuck, but it's going to take all the things that we talked about, having a plan, being consistent, showing up, and also taking action to talk to people and taking action to share and invite people, because people aren't just going to come to you. People aren't just going to come and say, I need help. People have a hard time admitting that they actually need help. People don't ask for help. Most of the time, people do not ask for help. So, are you every single day finding new people to be friends with and adding that to your organization? If that's something you aren't currently doing, that's something I'm going to really challenge you to do, adding 5 new people every single day just to be friends. You're a professional friendship maker. You're not adding people because you want them to join Plexus. You're not adding people because you want to sell them things. You're just choosing these friends because they add value. You like what they have on social media, or maybe you meet them in real life. Everywhere you go is an opportunity for you to make connections with people. You can network with people in your town that have small brick and mortar shops. You can set up a sip and see at maybe a boutique. See if, hey, would you like to partner and do a sale where you can have a sidewalk sale and I can, come and, talk about gut health or talk about how to increase your energy, how to stay hydrated in the summer, whatever that is. Are there people currently where you live that you can network with to work together to help both of your businesses take off, or to provide solutions for people in a way where you're working with other people? So don't discount your ability to connect and network with people in real life because it's there. Okay. And so how can you improve on those conversational skills? Maybe you are struggling with how to have a conversation and how to sustain a positive interaction or a positive relationship. I always love to drive people to think about being interested in somebody else instead of you being interesting. You've talked to the people, somebody comes up and talks to you and asks you a question and you answer it, and then they take over the conversation. It becomes all about them. Don't be that person. Be interested in somebody else. Yes, you have a wealth of things to offer people. You have a wealth of knowledge to share and impart, but what does the other person need? We have to be interested in their lives. We have to be interested in what they are doing, interested in what they want to achieve, and then help them discover that you have something that can offer them. So it starts with you being authentic yourself. And I said this earlier, say and do what you actually believe. So, do you know what you believe? Do you know what you stand for? And are you a taker or a giver? Chances are, if you're on this call, you're a giver. Are you attracting givers or are you attracting takers? And you're like, I don't know, what's a taker and what's a giver? Well, a giver is somebody who needs help, but they're also willing to step up, do the work, and help others also find success. A taker is somebody who needs help, but they don't want to like admit or take action because it's not their fault that they're where they are and they just don't think they can get out of it, right? You've all had those people where it's like, yeah, it's not my fault that I'm where I am today, but here's the deal. What can I do about it now? I'm here. It's not my fault, but can I change it? Yes, absolutely, I can change it. So, as a business owner, And as a friend, a good human, good person, your job is to build rapport with people and to get to know them by asking open-ended questions, right? Asking what it is that they're looking to achieve in life. Maybe it's going back to customers that you brought in the last 6 months. What is it that they came in to achieve that they are not achieving because they weren't consistent, right? Get to know people by asking open-ended questions. Kind of try to steer away from yes or no questions. And then once they do and they share, you can offer some relatability. Maybe you can share a little bit of your story or your own transformation. Small doses, small little bits. Remember, because it's about them and you're just trying to show that you understand where they're coming from and share how Plexus has helped you. Here's the deal. Nobody wants to, if you're scrolling social media, do you stop when you see somebody posting a graphic? If you don't stop for a graphic, don't post a graphic. If it's something that you find interesting and you want to recreate that, then sure, you can do that. But I'm here to share with you that the greatest thing that you can do when you're sharing with people and posting on social media is sharing your journey in life. Like, where did you used to be? And how has this wellness company helped you get to where you are today? How has your life changed? What's been the impact? Whether it's with wellness or income, how has it impacted you? And maybe where are you going from here? Right? As an ambassador, you are most designed to help the person that you were. So sharing where you were and where you are now and where you are going in little bits and pieces is going to draw people into you and want to make those connections because they're going to see themselves in you and say, I'm where you used to be and you're here now. I want more of that. And as you're talking to people, then you're going to help them self discover what it is they need. And then you can make some recommendations. One of the greatest questions you can ask somebody, and this is from Jessica Hogendorn, is if you could wave a magic wand, what would you want to fix and start working on in your wellness this month? If it's somebody who's been consistently taking the product, if it's a new person, what is the one thing they want to focus on fixing and how committed are they to fixing it? And then commit them to taking action to get it resolved or to fix it, right? So then you can make those recommendations and then set them up for success by helping them identify next steps. When you're bringing people on, are you setting up the expectations that this is not just 30 days? I'm not just not getting an order so I can get my points. I'm focused on helping people get solutions, and solutions do not happen in 30 days. So, what if we stopped wasting people's money with one-time orders? What if we just chose to say, hey, I know together we can help you achieve your goals. How committed are you? Here's what I'm committing to do. I'm going to commit to doing XYZ. I'm going to follow with you every week for the first 4 to 6 weeks. Would you like a text, a phone call, a Zoom call for 5 or 10 minutes? How can I best support you? Letting them share with you the best way to get in contact with them so they know up front what the expectation is and what you're committing to doing. And then what is their commitment? What are they committing to do? Right? Besides taking the products every single day, is there something else? While they're waiting for the products, can you get them started on doing something different? Because, action, motivation is created by action. They're in action when they purchase something from you. Are you offering them the ability to, hey, do you want to start tracking your steps every day while you're waiting for your product? Maybe improve on your movement? Or would you rather track your water? Or maybe you want to pay attention to going bed at the same time, getting up at the same time, or maybe you want to get morning sunlight and evening sunlight. Maybe they want to change something small in the very beginning, puts them into action while they're waiting for their products, so that when the products come, they're in action already and they're so dang excited to get started. And you jump on a call and you're like, oh my gosh, you got your package today. Let's walk through it. This is what it's going to kind of look like, explaining how to do it, all the things that you guys are already so good at doing, walking them through that with those commitments, right? And then moving forward, when they're falling off the wagon, if they do, you have their commitments and you can just follow up with this. Hey, I don't want to be that annoying person, but I know you said you were really looking to achieve X. And if you did it, this was going to be the impact on your family. What's stopping you from continuing, or what's stopping you from getting started? Or how can I best support you because you said this, and I see that you're kind of struggling, right? So helping them identify what those next steps are and getting them into action while they are waiting for it. Those are some of the things that you can help in developing that relationship, in keeping that authenticity, and in being able to improve your conversational skills. Being interested in what somebody else has to say, being curious and getting to know them so that you can meet them where they are. And then you don't have to worry about being salesy because guess what? Salesy people offer things to people they don't need because they don't know the person they're talking to. So if you really are developing relationships, you can know what somebody needs because you're going to lead them to discover it. They're going to share with you. And then you have the opportunity to say, hey, we have a couple of different products. I'd love to jump on a call with you and let's talk about your options. Would you like to try the triplex that includes these three products? Or would you like to try our slim and maybe something to help with inflammation? Maybe you want to speed up your metabolism. Which thing sounds better to you? Let them choose out of those options because people like to make choices, right? Um, because that's just kind of, we as humans like to make choices. We just really, really do. And everybody deserves a chance to make choices, which is one reason Plexus business opportunity is such a great deal, is because it provides a way for people to make more choices in life instead of having to just do the thing because that's all they can do. They only have the money to make one choice because they only have a certain amount of money, right? So, how many connections do you need to be making every single week in order to get the number of signups that you need to grow your business? How many is that? Do you even know? How many new invites do you need to be sending every single week? And then break it down by day. How many ambassador business invites do you need to be sending every single week? Whatever you talk about grows. So if we aren't sharing and talking about the business opportunity, not slinging graphics, but really sharing really how it's changed your life. And I promise you guys, some people just need extra $100 to $300. Are you sharing that as an opportunity so they know they can come in and do this? Because whatever we talk about grows. I know you do a great job sharing about the wellness, but if you're in this to earn money and income, you have to share about it. And in your feed, the feed is where you're going to find new people. Getting into the algorithm to be in the faces of new people. Stories are great, but that's only your current followers. So if your current followers aren't signing up and you need to get into some new followers, you need to be posting in your feed. And how many times a week do you need to be posting in your feed about the business, right? I would say that you need to be sharing the opportunity in the form of your story at least 3 to 4 to 5 times a week. I think once a day isn't too much just because people are watching your stories. And the idea of the feed is to get it out to new people. And here's the deal. So what if somebody's like, why is she sharing this again? Are those people paying your bills? Are those people creating your dream life? They are not. You are. And so worrying about what other people think is holding you back from success. Worried about what other people are going to think is holding you back from fully living joyfully because they aren't living your life. They don't know what you're doing. You know what you're doing. And it goes back to doing what you want to do and believing that you can do it and finding that joy and passion. I promise you that if you can find the reason that you're here, find the reason that you need to do this and want to do this, you're going to show up more authentically with more joy and excitement. And that is what's going to help you find people because you become a magnet. But it does take you taking action. It does take you actually really inviting people and asking them a simple question. Have you heard about Plexus? Have you heard about the pink drink? Have you ever thought about having a second, stream of income? Whatever those questions may be, make it an open-ended question and hear what they have to say. They aren't going to come to you and ask for help. People don't do that. So we have to ask those open-ended questions to get to know them and then lead them to how you can help them. And I promise you, you will find success if you are stuck. Work with your upline with figuring out a map of things of what you need to be doing in your time blocked, plan for the week, and then take action with more joy and happiness about the excitement of what can happen, what's going to happen because you're going to create it. Because whatever you believe is true. But I'm going to end with that. If you believe you cannot do this business, it will not happen for you. If you believe and you go into this saying, well, I'm going to try it out. If it works out, great. If it doesn't, no big deal. Chances are probably not going to work out because you already told your brain it wasn't that important because you didn't care about the outcome. So it's not going to show up 100% for you and help you deliver in a way that is going to make it actually happen. So where can we draw the line in the sand and say, man, I'm so excited. I'm ready to do this. I've been struggling and I know the reasons now why, and I'm going to figure out a solution and I'm going to live more joyfully and I'm going to find a way and I'm going to keep doing this because it brings me passion. I don't care what anybody else thinks. They don't pay my bills. I'm going to do the thing because I love it. So if there's one thing that you can implement, I would challenge you to start doing that and figure out a way to make the things happen that you know need to happen so that you can have success because you all deserve success and deserve more joy. I love when people are selling things people don't need. Share what people do need and let them know what are your health goals. Yep, Plexus has work for, yep, absolutely. Absolutely. People want to know what is working for you, what you were struggling with, and how you found success. Does anybody have any questions for me?
I just had something to add on to what you just said because I just heard yesterday, I actually sent it in our group chat earlier today, that the message that you send to someone is probably not going to change someone's life. Like it doesn't have to be super fancy, it doesn't have to be the perfect words. It can be just something super simple, something completely unpolished. And actually, she said that what she said is, hey, this product helped me and I wonder if it would help you because I thought about you. Like it can be so simple and just so concise and just exactly what you're thinking in your head. Like, hey, this slim helped me. I wonder if it would help you too. Like, that's it. That's it.
And the thing of it is that you do have to actually send the messages. The more messages that are quality messages that you can send and spend time doing, the better the outcome. You have to do the things. You just have to. You can't send 5 messages a week and expect to grow. It's just not going to happen. I'm sorry, it's not enough because this just takes time for people to discover and realize that they're ready and they're tired of living the way that they live and they want to have what you have. And it doesn't happen on the first invite or the first conversation or the first reach out. It just doesn't happen.
That's right. This has been so good, Jennifer. Thank you. It's been encouraging for me. Like I needed this.
Thank you.
It's
I'm
good.
going to end with 3 questions to ask yourself. I think I alluded to some of it at the beginning, but I didn't sum it up because we got cut off and I lost track. But we talked about what's holding you back from being successful in this season of your life. What's the thing that's stopping you from getting started, right? So what is it that's holding you back? And then number two, what could you implement to change the current situation? Is it a new schedule? Is it that you need more personal development, right? That you can implement, reevaluating the season? What's the number two? Like, what's the thing you can implement? And the third thing is how are you going to hold yourself accountable to number two when number one starts to creep back in? When the thing that's been holding you back starts to creep back into your life again, how are you going to hold yourself accountable? You got to have a plan because if we don't know what's going to derail us, we get derailed and we're months down the road going, I don't know how I got here. Right? Okay, I'm excited, you guys. It's convention. It's a month full of fun things. It's summertime. It's an opportunity to help people continue to have the best summer and work on goals that maybe they've been putting off. It's been 6 months since they made New Year's resolutions. People falling off the wagon. People thought they could do it on their own. And now they're like, here we are again. Like, imagine what their life could look like if they started now and headed into the fall, really having changed some major thing in their life over the summer. How would their life be impacted? How would their family's life be impacted if we were able to get their kids with hydrate and with their kids? It's a whole family affair. When you're thinking about people, it's not just one person. How can you help the whole entire family? Keeping that in mind because there's so much at stake and making a list. Who do you guys know that need to lose 5 to 10 pounds that you can make a list? Who is it? Who are those people? And then invite them to come join you and say, man, we have this game plan. I know you're looking to lose this many pounds, and I know it's been a struggle for you. How would your life be impacted if you said yes to me and committed to the next 4 to 6 months? We're able to jumpstart with a reset, right? And offer them this triplex with the reset as for this price. You can get all of this for this price, right? And maybe changing the verbiage, or you can say it's free if you want. I'm just thinking of different ways you can approach people to
Mhm.
see the value of what we have to offer because what we have is cheap. It is cheap, not cheap, but it is priced at an affordable price. Because I've purchased supplements outside of Plexus that are way more expensive and are less effective. We just have to be able to show the value and why people need this in their life.
And remembering that it's only the 1st through the 15th. That's
Yes.
the only dates. And so
Oh,
don't wait until the 12th and the 13th to start being like, oh my goodness, like I really need to share this. Like really front loading the month of June before we head to convention. That's
yes.
huge. It's a
Yep.
big deal.
And make every week the last week of the month. So you show up as with as much urgency as you do the last few days. Guys, consistency over time is going to yield you success. Don't wait. I promise you. Just make every week the last week of the month. And no, I need to bring in 4 people. That means I have 1 week to bring in one person. I need to bring one person in week after week after week or the month to get my four. And then
Yes.
you're going to get your four. It's just going to happen.
All right. Thank y'all. Thank you so
Thanks,
much for
ladies.
coming. And thanks, Jennifer, for sharing. Can't wait to see y'all in 2 weeks.
Yay.
2 weeks.
I can't wait
If
to
you're
see you
not signed up,
guys.
talk to me.
Thanks, Jennifer.
Hey, thanks, ladies.
Okay,
Bye.